sustainability is something that by very definition is about the constant tussle or push and pull with short-termism. And this special episode of the next chapter is about one of the ways that the bigger picture is being kept in view. So we're here at the Eastern Grand in Bangkok, where the distinction ceremony for the S&P Global Sustainability Yearbook for 2026 is currently underway. A reason it's being held in Thailand is because the country really is becoming a hotbed for the integration and implementation of sustainability-driven policies, initiatives. In fact, of the 848 companies that feature in the yearbook this year, 48 of them are Thai, which is a wonderful achievement for the country as a whole. And I'm also delighted to say that of those companies, 5 of them are CP Group affiliates. So I'm going to go in and hopefully have a chance to talk to some of those involved, both giving awards and also receiving. Really, I want to find out what makes the S&P Global Sustainability Yearbook such a prestigious honour to feature in. So please come along. This year, more than 3,600 companies from around the world took part in the S&P Global's evaluation process, ultimately receiving a CSA score, which stands for Corporate Sustainability Assessment. This serves as a kind of health check, a benchmarking tool, and a framework for aligning sustainability with strategy. Well, I've had the opportunity to sit down with Robert Dornau, who is the Head of Corporate Solutions and Engagement for S&P Global. So I wanted to ask about what, in general terms I suppose, what are the factors that really elevate companies to reach the yearbook and then the top brackets? What really sets them apart?
Yeah, let me take it one step back maybe. So the CSA is around for over 25 years, more than a quarter century, looking at sustainability through an investor lens. We do that with 62 industry-specific approaches, so it's always hard to generalize across these 62 industries. But really the important elements are that we do not just look at disclosure, so different from a standard. It's not just do you report, but we look at how good is your reporting. What is the performance that you have, and also what are your management practices to ensure that you meet the goals that you set. So very roughly, you could say that out of the 100 points that a company can get, 60 are maybe made up out of you have a policy in place, you have the programs, you are able to disclose them, and you are able to also disclose some KPIs on that. Then the next 20 points are whether you are actually performing. So you report greenhouse gas emissions, but is the trend going in the right direction? You have a human rights policy, but is it ticking all the boxes? Is it covering child labor? Is it not just on your own operations? Is it on your business partners, your supply chain as well? But what we have seen just now in the distinction ceremony is all these companies that really make it to the top, they score 80 or higher. So they need to tick all these boxes. They need the top level commitment and responsibility. They need the processes and programs in place. They of course need public policies, and they need to perform.
That's great. And you mentioned earlier about Thailand, having such a high number of companies that are consistently performing.
We now have, out of the 200 companies we invite for the CSA, a little bit over 100 then participate, and half of them make it into the yearbook, 48. That is really, really strong overall. If you compare that internationally, the Thai companies were able to improve their position year on year by number of companies in the yearbook, also number of companies that really score first place, the top 1% category.
There's something you mentioned in your keynote speech about momentum, how
yes.
important that is. So clearly the pressure is on for that momentum, to be maintained,
Yes.
if not accelerated. But
Well, what we see in Asia is really that sustainability is seen as a business value from the top. And you see that in the corporate panel that we had today, where they spoke about really the value add of partnerships with your suppliers, with all your stakeholders in your company, and how that helps them reduce cost and also meet their own targets, their own net zero commitments. We are all in this together, right? We cannot say I only focus on my own little activities. You really have to work across your stakeholders, and therefore sustainability is driven in Asia as really a business goal, linking sustainability and business strategies. And there's also strong momentum from all sides in China, in India, from government, from stock exchanges, from industry associations. Everybody has initiatives on sustainability really as a value driver, and what I mentioned in my speech, to create resilience, right? We've all seen with energy, it's no longer a question of people saying solar and wind are not stable and the wind doesn't blow at night. Well, if you close important trade routes, then also oil becomes volatile in that regard, right? So it's no longer the base load that you can count on, because it can also get disrupted.
okay, so we have a moment to talk to Dr. Teerapon, who is Chief of Business Intelligence and Strategic Communication for CP Group. Dr. Teerapon, it's great to see you.
Great to see you too.
And congratulations on CP Group receiving this distinction for a 5th successive year.
Thank you very much.
Could you tell us what you feel are the main factors that have prompted this recognition to be given over such an extended period?
Yeah, first of all, I think this recognition reflects a very strong commitment of CP Group in the way that we drive sustainability. Especially we engage and embedded the sustainability into the strategy of the organization. To achieve this goal, we need to measure the progress against the goals and the target that we set. And of course, that to achieve the target, we need to link with many stakeholders to achieve that. So all the activities or the project that we have been doing always need to involve many parties. Like today, we're talking about goals that related to scope 1, scope 2 and 3.
So, Jalearn Pokapan Group's CP Group actually focus on the climate stewardship. So, we conducting a business with the responsibilities of the focusing on the efficient natural resources management, preventing risks from climate change, impact, and creating a long-term sustainability throughout the value chain. The group is committed to reduce greenhouse gas emissions with set short-term reduction target in accordance with the Science-Based Targets Initiative (SBTI).
That means all the partners, stakeholders, they have to commit the same goals. So understanding is important, how we follow up the progress, how we can make it transparency is really important.
Absolutely. And it's quite clear that S&P Global recognise this and have been doing so for years. It makes me wonder, so CP Group is clearly committed very much to for pushing forward sustainability. How is it able to influence behaviour more widely, both in Thailand and around the world?
It's a very good though that we attend S&P Global because the framework and the structure can guide the way that we run the business along with sustainability. So that will be the framework that you have to think about impact along the value chain. So it consists of economics, social, environment, and obviously that involve the governance as well. So that means all the questions that they ask, you have to not just answer the question, but you have to set up the structure, you have to decide the milestone, what the achievement, medium term, long term, and short term. That's the thing that really important, and every year when you attend, you can do the benchmark with your peer. They are all in the same industry, and we share the learning from the friends and partners in the same industry as well. And also they're gonna reflect the gap where you can improve. So I think that really a benefit for the company that actually attend to S&P Global. Yeah.
It sounds like everyone's pulling in the same direction.
That's right, and also we talk in the same language, right?
Sustainability is an umbrella term that covers a wide range of issues and concerns relating to ESG. These are matters, no matter how important they are, constantly run the risk of falling away from public consciousness, dropping off newspapers' front pages, or falling down the to-do list of world leaders. So the private sector represents really a perfect environment away from election cycles or the constant need for clicks for change relating to sustainability, more sustainable approach to how we manage resources, for these to breathe, to grow and to become the norm, to form habits that obviously have a huge benefit for how we live and for future generations. In that distinction ceremony that we just came out of, there were some really encouraging signs of how that is happening in the private sector across different industries. And especially so in Thailand. And the CP Group really is on the crest of the wave of this kind of change, the sea change, if you will. So really encouraging to see and really helps us to start looking towards the next chapter with optimism and hope. So I've been Lawrence Smith, and as ever, appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you again in the next chapter. Thank you. Catch the next chapter only on We Are CP. Discover what's next and be part of the journey.